for Affirmative Mondays. I am Grace Love. Thank y'all so much for joining me today. We still have a couple minutes before it's officially 11 o'clock. But like I said, today is Monday, July the 6th. I hope y'all enjoyed your weekend. We're going to get our week off to a great start. Fill it up with some positivity and some light. We're going to do some stretching out of our stretches. Stretching out our stretches. Or like I like to call them SOYS, which is literally the acronym SOYS for stretch out your stretches. We're going to do some affirmation. We're going to do some what I like to call meditative breathing. The purpose of this is to give us tools to equip us throughout the week to help us get through them bumps in the road, them trials, them triggers, them things that will get us kind of caught up in bad energy. The purpose is to spread love by loving on ourselves. Just take a minute just to breathe and inhale positivity and carry these tools with us throughout the work week. I mean, I realize some people's work week isn't necessarily standard Monday through Friday, but the point is most people breathe like they hate Mondays. But we're trying to get rid of that. We're trying to produce love in all forms and fashions that we can, including a love for Mondays, okay? So we're trying to generate as much positive energy so we can create the life that we want for ourselves, all right? And that sound lets us know love is a choice. And you have to make a choice every day to make that choice, even when it's difficult. And the reason why it's very important that you make that choice, especially when it's difficult, is because, honestly speaking, the only thing that you have control over is yourself. The only circumstances that you have control over is the ones that you are in. So that means everything else that's going around you, we have to find a way to just let go and detach from, because at the end of the day, we're holding on to other people's weight. We're holding on to other people's energy. But for what? When we can enjoy our life by choice. I know that in reality, when you're facing things that we are facing, like COVID and racism and all the other stuff that the media keeps shoving down your throats, you start to get disheartened, you start to feel disappointed, you start to feel like hopeless. However, I want you to know that you do have hope, you do have light, you do have a reason to be excited about life, And even if you have to create that reason over and over again, that is your right, because you are the creator of your own life, okay? Once you are at the age where you can then make decisions for yourself, you have then been given the power to create a happy and fulfilling life for yourself. So that means that every moment, even your challenging ones, you have to take the time out to ensure your own happiness, okay? I know that's a lot easier said than done, I realize. But this is what Affirmative Mondays is for. It's constant reminder for some tools and some skills to help you get there. As well as it's for my own personal growth as well. So we're taking this journey together as we're growing and becoming better and becoming lighter and becoming stronger. As an individual, we're also becoming stronger and better together, all right, as a community. So let's get into it. Again, today is Monday, July 6th, 2020, and today's quote is really nice. It comes from Edgar Cayce. It says, "Dreams are today's answers to tomorrow's questions." Dreams are today's answers to tomorrow's questions. So what that says to me, I'm not trying to impose my belief, but what that says to me is this. Dreams, like the stuff that we believe in, the stuff that we have faith in, the stuff that we want, the stuff that we desire, are all the answers that we need. Like it's the only thing that we need to focus on. Like instead of focusing on all of the misery that they want us to focus on, we can focus on the things that sustain us and push us towards something greater than ourselves. And oftentimes that's our dream. For me, my ultimate dream, honestly speaking, is to open a pay-as-you-can-afford restaurant where anybody, whether you're rich or poor, can come in and you can eat and get your soul fed with an open mic that goes on all day long. And if you feel like you want to share, you can get up on stage to share. And if you don't want to share, you don't have to share. That's my ultimate dream. And of course, to have my own house and to have a fulfilling life that's filled with traveling and making money without having to work too hard for it. That's my dream. And that's my goal. And that's what I know I want for my life. So while I'm going through my week and I'm going through the ups and downs of interacting with people, I keep in mind what my dream is. And that's what pushes me. That's what motivates me. And that my answer to everything. Like when people come up to me and ask me, why are you happy? Why are you this? Why are you that? It's because of my dreams. It's because of my dreams. I know that tomorrow I'm going to be fine because I have this dream in mind and I know where I'm working toward. So my tip for you, my short tip for you is to make sure you remember your dream. Or as a great poet once said, by the name of Langston Hughes, hope sad the dreams, because if dreams die, life has been like a broken winged bird that cannot fly, right? So that's my little tip for that, for focusing. Like I said, Affirmative Mondays is about trying to develop tools, and that's a very, very important tool that we must always keep in mind, is that we, at the end of the day, we all have goals. And if you don't have any, I encourage you to take time out to develop some. Even if it's something as small as, I don't know, saving $20 this week. Or something as small or something as grand as the goal of buying a house. Have something in mind, have a focus point in mind to motivate you every day to get out and do your best and shine anyway, even when people are sitting there testing you and trying you. It gives you a reason to keep going, and it gives you a reason to ignore with negative energy that might try to align themselves in your pathway. You know, we have to make a conscious decision to stay focused at all times on what our goals are in life. What I would also like to call our attention to is, like, when it comes to our dreams and our goals, right? Not only are they able to motivate us, not only are they able to give us a focus, right? They also allow us to display discernment when it comes to our interactions. You know, if your ultimate goal in life is to have peace and to be happy, you're not going to spend your energy around people or things that don't make you happy, that you don't find peace in. And it's okay once you realize that some people are falling off. Just like it's okay when you realize that certain circumstances don't suit you anymore. If you're uncomfortable in certain places, there's a reason for that. And that's because it's not in alignment with what you ultimately want. Your spirit knows, your heart knows. If you believe in something greater than yourself, whether it's God, whether it's, you call it creator, whether you call it spirit, whether you call it the universe, the source, there's always constant communication between you and that energy. And because of that constant communication between you and that energy, you think it's going to allow you to deprive yourself of what you really, really want, if this is what your heart desires? No. So it's going to make you feel uncomfortable on purpose. And it's not a problem. It's really a solution. It's really the answer to tomorrow's problem. You understand? So it's about to be 11:10, which means it's really, really, really close to 11:11. I mentioned that because one of the things that I like to talk about, and I'm going to continue to talk about during Affirmative Mondays, is making a conscious decision to find moments to be grateful, to find moments to affirm your own greatness, to find moments to just breathe. This is another tool that helps me continue to come to people with positive energy instead of, you know, treating everyone like they've hurt you. The goal in life is to enjoy life. So if you're going around treating everyone like they're the ones who hurt you, how can you enjoy life? It becomes a lot harder. When you look at everyone as if they have broke you, it's going to be a lot harder to be held, comforted, maintained, or ease. So a way that I try to, like, navigate that energy and to, I don't want to say clean slate it, but the way I clean slate my energy when it comes to people and stuff and not carry past resentment on is find things to be happy for, find things to be grateful for, find things to focus on. And one of the things that I like is, like, for instance, when you find loose change on the ground, whether it's pennies, quarters, dimes, you're walking down the street, you find it. I pick it up because I read, because I like living my life through memes, on a meme where it was like, find a change or lose change on the ground. It's like angels from heaven giving you a reason to smile. I feel like even when it comes to numbers like 1111, numbers like 1212, repetitive numbers, or numbers like your birthday showing up. For whatever reason, you riding down the street and you just keep seeing your birthday. I feel like that's a message from the universe. That's a message from God, from the creator, whatever you feel comfortable using. I feel like there's a direct connection for you to open communication and really, really talk about what you want out of life. So now the time is 11:11. So we're going to talk about some positivity. We're going to fill this moment up with affirmations. And as I stated last week, and I'm going to repeat over and over again, you don't have to believe it right now. You just have to accept it. Because once you accept that it is, it will be. You understand? So please, in your most comfortable position, just take a deep breath in, blow it out, and you can repeat after me out loud or internally. I am great. I am smart. I am intelligent. I am brilliant. I am excellent. I am creative. I am creating. I am strong. I am strength. I am persevering. I am enduring. I am persevering. I am determined. I am kind. I am joyful. I am understanding. I am understood. Cohesion abounds in my presence. Excellence abounds in my presence. Joy abounds in my presence. Peace abounds in my presence. Prosperity abounds in my presence. I am prosperous. I am whole. I am fulfilled. I am soul. I am in control of my own mind. I am in control of my destiny. I am happy. I am fulfilled. I am fulfilling. I am nurtured. I am nurturing. I am comforting. I am comforted. I am at ease. I am allowing ease into my life. I am profiting off of my talent. My talents are opening doors and opportunities for me. I am grateful for every meal, every sip, every bite. I am grateful for every cent, every dollar, every hundred, thousands, and millions of dollars. I am grateful for every task, every duty, every assignment, every job, and every opportunity for prosperity and financial abundance. I am grateful for every smile, every laughter, every moment in good company, every hug, every warm embrace, every good memory. I am grateful. I am open and ready to receive immediate financial abundance. I am open and ready to receive good fortune. I am open and ready to receive kindness. I am open and ready to receive an abundance of good. I am open and ready to receive all that this life has to offer me. I am open and ready to receive the things that align me with my highest and truest self. I am grateful. 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 Ooh, I am grateful. Whew. So we did 4 straight minutes of just straight affirmations from 11:11 to 11:15. That was just 4 straight minutes of straight affirmations, and I am grateful that you hung out with me. I hope that you were able to digest it and internalize all of that positive energy, and I hope you really believe, or at least are able to accept, that this is for you, that goodness is for you, that you are deserving of goodness and kindness, okay? And it's coming for you. It is yours already. So an interim while you making your way throughout your week, and you sitting there, you're giving it your best. You're living your best life in the way that you can, and you're trying your best, but you just seem to keep getting hit by challenges everywhere you go. Like, people just seem to keep pressing your buttons. Like, you got that one person in your life who just keep pressing your buttons. Hi, Tanette. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you so very much. Let me wave back at you. I learned you gotta wave at people in here. Thank you so much. So, you got people who will enter your life and just keep pressing your buttons, and you find yourself in circumstances where you really just like, you know what? Okay, I just need a second. And you're not necessarily in the place where you can just stretch all the way out. So I like to do these things called stretch out your stresses. SOYS, stretch out your stresses. Or, which you'll hear me refer to them from now on as SOYS, stretch out your stretches, which is your SOYS. So one of the things that you can do in a seated position almost anywhere, like even if you're in the car, wound up because of traffic, or if you're in your office and you find yourself getting wound up because you're getting overloaded by work, or someone, like I said, is pressing your buttons, or you just had a stressful phone call. I don't know what it is. Whatever it is that's stress, we want to stretch it out. All right? That's the goal, is to stretch out our stresses. So one of the stretches we can do, I'm just going to lower this a little bit so y'all can see how this is going to work out in our favor. One of the stretches I like to do, well, last week we did 3. One of them was called the rooted stretch, which is pretty much, you have your feet planted, you put your hands on your knees, roll your shoulders back, and you kind of like pull your knees into yourself, and that's called, a rooted stretch. And then we did a cradle stretch, which is, you sucking your gut a little bit, you reach underneath your knees, and you put your head down, and you kind of like pull your knees up into yourself. That was the cradle. And then, we did the hug light. So those was the 3 from last week. This week, we're going to do some other ones. This one I like to call the sunrise stretch. This is when we're trying to build the good energy back up. We're trying to pull the good energy up and release the bad energy. I call it the sunrise stretch. You'll hear other people call it other things, but I like the sunrise stretch because it kind of looks like you're making a sun. All right. So what we're going to do is, in your most comfortable position, you're going to take a deep breath in, relax our shoulders, take a deep breath in, and raise our arms. In, out, in, out. We're going to do it 2 more times, y'all. In, out. Remember, the goal is to make a whole sign. So one more time. All right, so that was our sunshine stretch. All right. Another good stretch out your stretch that I like to do, I call it the no, she didn't. It's like, no, I'm joking. But I call this the pretzel. What you literally are going to do is kind of twist your whole body. You're going to put your right leg over top of your left. You don't have to necessarily have it high. I like doing mine high, but you don't have to. You just have your feet or your ankles twisted if you can't get your leg all the way up. And you're going to twist the opposite direction of whichever leg. So we starting off with our right over top of our left. So we're going to twist to the left. So we're going to do our left pretzel. And we're going to hold this for about a good 20 seconds, y'all. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good job, y'all. Now we're going to switch legs. We're going to put our left leg over top of our right. Hey, Tight. Hey, Tight. Thank you so much for joining me. T the Poet, thank you for joining me. We're going to do our left pretzel. All right? So we're going to put our left leg over top of our right. And we're going to twist in the left direction. And we're going to hold it for a good 20 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So far, just a quick review. We have done our sun stretch, where we literally made a sun. And we've done our twistle stretch. I said twistle. Pretzel stretch, where we twisted our backs, to the right and to the left. All right. So I got one more stretch out your stretch that you can do anywhere. This is the easiest one. I love this one the most because, well, I'm kind of lazy sometimes. But this one is really, really fun. Where if you're in a chair that allows you to, you lean back, right? And you just relax your legs, relax your arms, and you just reach all the way up. And just breathe. I call this the elephant stretch because you kind of look like an elephant because you're just kind of like just lowering the stress away. Just up and down. We're going to do it 2 more times, all right? We're going up. Now, the purpose and the goal of these stretches is simply just to get the stress relieved. I'm not going to say it's going to make it disappear because eventually you're going to have to face it. You're going to have to deal with it, right? But the purpose is to make it easier to deal with because what we did was we stretched out our spine. We stretched out the connection literally from our, for our nervous system so that way our endorphins can be produced. And our endorphins can run through our bloodstream and allow our brain to relax a little bit and not be so high strung in a moment that might have been tense. You release that energy, you release that negativity because you just took a second to breathe. That's all you need is just a second to breathe so you can clear your head. And once you have cleared your head and you're able to refocus yourself, you're able to then go ahead and pursue whatever it takes. You're able to do whatever it takes to pursue your dream. Like I said, when it comes to finding your light, there's different ways to find your light. Your light is the thing that motivates you, it keeps you going even when stuff is hard, even when you feel like you can't go no more. Your light is the thing that pushes you. And your light can be, like I said, it could be love, it could be your dream, it could be you, it could be whatever it is that gets you going. So just a quick review. Some of our SOYS or stretch out your stretches that we have done today. We have done the sun. We have done the pretzel, right and left. And we've done the elephant. So I hope you're able to use those tools to help use the affirmations to help use your dreams to motivate you. Keep going because, like, honestly speaking, no one is going to make your life comfortable but you. No one is going to make you happy but you, which means you have to make a conscious decision that in every moment to find the joy. In fact, me and my friend, who just for the purposes of privacy, I'm going to just call her Wisdom, we had a conversation. We decided that, guess what? From now on, we're going to count it all joy. Even when we get challenged, even when we meet those circumstances where we feel like it's just too much, we still going to count it all joy because guess what? At the end of the day, it's for our betterment. Everything that we encounter, every moment of grief that we think is overwhelming is honestly for our betterment. We just have to recognize the strength that we're getting from it, recognize the blessing in it, and take a second to breathe, take a second to stretch out your stretches. So it is almost 11:30. We have about 5 more minutes. And what I would like to do for the next 5 minutes is just talk to y'all about grace rules. As you'll notice, in attachment to Affirmative Monday, you'll see something called Grace Rules. Grace Rules is the book that I'm writing that will be released on September the 7th, 1990. If I said 1990, that's my that's like September 7th, 2020, where it's a book pretty much where I describe how I'm able to maintain the same energy no matter the circumstances, how I maintain happiness even when, excuse my French or lack thereof, when shit hit the fan. How I'm able to, even though I've been, for instance, performing poetry and stuff for over 13 years, able to still come with renewed energy every time people meet me. In addition to that, it's a book about navigating life and using love as your ultimate power and tool. Because I feel like at the end of the day, love is really our motivation. Everything we do it out of love, unconsciously or consciously. We make a decision of what's important to us, what we love or what we care about, and we go after it. We fight for it. We do whatever we take to maintain that. And this book is to talk about people's journey with that and explore how people approach that journey through their love language as well as their learning language. Because what a lot of people don't understand is our interactions is completely dictated by a lot of things that we aren't even aware of. Prime example, love languages, right? You know, there are 5 love languages. There's touch, words of affirmation, acts of service, quality time, and I skipped one. Touch, words, and gifts, right? Now, why is that important? It's important because when you're having a conversation with someone and you realize that in your mind they're not paying attention or certain things aren't grabbing their attention that you think they would, it's because maybe you're not speaking their language. Like, yes, y'all both speak English or whatever language it is that you're speaking, but maybe what I mean by you're not speaking their language is you're talking about spending money on gifts and stuff like that, but they're a person who's worried about quality time. They're worried about the memories that y'all are creating versus the gifts that they are receiving. And so this person may seem disinterested, but it's not even that they're disinterested. They're not, I don't want to say equipped, but they don't have the same compassion for the same thing. And once you recognize how people interact based off their love languages, you know how easy it is to interact with strangers, because then you're able to recognize, one, what motivates you, what actually allows you to open up, and you're able to recognize what allows people to communicate better, pretty much. Communicate with you and communicate with others. So that's what Grace Rules is going to be about. I am so grateful that y'all have joined me today for Affirmative Mondays. I really had a great time. I enjoyed stretching out my stretches. I enjoyed giving y'all affirmations. I enjoyed the wonderful people who have joined me and waved at me and spoke with me and made me feel loved. I love you and I appreciate you. So in the meantime, until next time, be kind to your mind. Love yourself. Be patient with yourself. And love on somebody, y'all. Thank y'all. Have a great one.